Guys, welcome back to another book review here on my YouTube channel. Now we are making our way through the Rose Hill series. Now this is book 3, A Wild Side. I also did enjoy this book. I did not give it 5 stars. I gave it 4.5 stars, but I still did really enjoy it. Now some of the major tropes in this book, it is marriage of convenience, grumpy meets sunshine. Now some warnings I do want to give you with this book is it does talk about addiction and it does talk about losing somebody to addiction. So if you're somebody who this may be a difficult topic or it is opening up fresh wounds, then don't pick up this book right now. It is still a fantastic book, and the way it does deal with addiction, and I think I don't know anything on anybody with addiction, but I do think it's handled quite well in this book, despite me not knowing much knowledge. And so I do want to give you that warning. I still did really enjoy this book. Again, I gave it 4.5 stars. I think I gave 4.5 stars. If I'm not mistaken, I have to look back on my book tracking app, but I'm pretty sure I gave it 4.5 stars. Now, this book follows Tabitha and Reese. So, at the beginning of the book, we learn that Tabitha's sister died of an overdose because she had relapse. And so Tabitha is going to her sister's apartment to look at her things, clean up her things, and we also have Reese. Reese is Tabitha's sister's landlord, and so Tabitha believes that Reese is an asshole who evicted her sister, and was just like an awful guy. And then Reese thinks that Tabitha is awful because he thinks that Tabitha has not ever come to see her sister in the 2 years that she's been living here. We learn later on in the book that Tabitha's sister was actually lying to both of them, and she had reasons for that. So she lied about, I don't remember why she told Tabitha that Reese evicted her. But we do also learn that the reason why she told Reese that her sister Tabitha never comes to see her and is mean is because she actually was interested and wanted to date Reese, but he every time would talk about her sister every once in a while, because her sister Tabitha, who was the FMC in this book, did speak to Reese right when her sister moved in. It's hey, if ever she can't pay rent, you call me right away. I will cover it. I will cover this month's rent. You don't evict her, I will cover it. And so he was just kind of taken by that, and always was kind of interested in her, but then thought she was not really ever talking to her sister and thought she was mean. That wasn't the case. And then also what's involved in the story is guardianship, because Tabitha's sister had a 3-year-old son who Tabitha believes she is the legal guardian of. But it turns out when Reese shows up one day with Tabitha's sister's will, it turns out that he is the legal guardian. And we later on learn that Tabitha's sister did that to spite Tabitha, and also because Reese had a lot of money. Now, most people in the book don't know what Reese does, but he did tell Tabitha's sister what he did for a living, which he was a fighter in the WPW, which I don't know if that's the book's knockoff version of the WWE, but it's scripted fighting, if I'm not mistaken, which I'd never heard of before, but I don't know much on fighting, to be honest with you. And like I said, this book has a marriage of convenience, because we learned that also Reese is actually not from Canada. He is from the US, and he mainly goes to Florida for his fighting. And because he is the legal guardian for Tabitha's nephew, he can't keep coming back to Canada. So, but he learns that he realizes he doesn't want to pull Tabitha's nephew away from her, because he feels like the nephew is in a safe place, in a good place here, but he's I'm the legal guardian. So he's if I leave, because I can't keep staying in Canada for too long, it's not good for immigration and stuff, they'll come after me. If I leave and something happens to your nephew, technically you're not the legal guardian, so then CPS would get involved. So he's I have to take your nephew, but she doesn't want that. So she ended up suggesting, she's why don't we get married? And he's oh, never mind, no, take that back. And he's yeah, you know what? And he, later on, we've learned, has always had a thing for her. And I love the marriage of convenience trope, or the forced proximity where they live together, which you have that in this book, because you get to see a lot of the more domestic moments, which I think a lot of people would view that as mundane. But to me, I just think those moments are super cute, and I just love seeing that in books. So you get to see that a little bit in this book. And again, this was a great book. I give it a solid 4.5 stars. and it's not my most favorite in the series, but again, still really did enjoy it quite a bit. So that is all for today's video. If you want to see more videos like this, you can hit the like button and the subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss another brand new video from me. You can follow me at romanceblvd on Instagram and Threads, and at Romance Boulevard fully spelled out on TikTok. Now I'm trying to go back to posting 7 days a week on all those other platforms, but I'm currently posting anywhere from like 5 to 7 days a week on Instagram, TikTok, and then Threads. And I'm still posting 3 days a week here, my 3 videos a week. So yeah, that's all for this video. Bye.